Good morning, children. This is your social science class, and this is your day 3 of the chapter Market Around Us. In the previous two classes, children, we have started this chapter and covered the topic what is market. You know, children, what is market? Market is a place where buying and selling take place. Then we have studied about types of market. We have studied three types of market. First is weekly market, that is held on a specific day of the week, right? Then we have studied about neighborhood shops, that is the shops near your homes. They are near your homes or in your locality. These are known as shops in the neighborhoods. Then the third type we have done is shopping complexes and malls. You must have visited Mittal Mega Malls in your Panipat or any mall in nearby cities. So we have studied three types of market. Then we have also studied about chain of market. What is this chain of market? That because of this chain of market, goods produced in one part of the country reaches to people everywhere or every person in the country. Now, how this chain of market is formed? That first the goods are produced, or the producers, where goods are produced? They are produced in farms or in factories, right? So from the producers, the goods travel to wholesalers, or you can say wholesalers buy goods from the producers. Then from the producers, it is the traders who buy the goods from the wholesaler. Then from the trader, it is the retailers who buy these goods, like the vendors or the shops of your neighborhood, or you can say weekly market vendors. They are the retailers who buy goods from the traders. In turn, the trader has bought it from the wholesaler, and the wholesaler has bought it from the producers. Then it is from the retailers that we, the consumers, buy these goods, or the goods from the producers to the consumer reaches through this chain of market. The goods reaches to the consumers or to us. So till now we have covered this topic. Now in today's class, children, we will start another topic, that is markets around us chapter, and the topic will be markets everywhere. Now from the name markets everywhere, what does this mean? Markets everywhere means कि nowadays we can shop from anywhere. Today, in nowadays, a person need not go to a physical market. What is a physical market? Like weekly market or shopping complexes or the shops in the neighborhood. They need not go to the physical market, but they can buy. Then from where they can buy the goods? They can buy online. So market everywhere means nowadays online shopping is there. The trend is of online shopping. The present day consumers has no time to go to market due to their busy lifestyle. So they prefer to shop online. So there are various advantages of online shopping. How can we shop online nowadays? You all must be aware that you can order through your phones. You can order through your phone or through internet, and the goods are delivered at your home. You are sitting at your home, so you can shop online sitting at your homes, and goods are delivered at your home, right children? So you can get home delivery of these goods, and this home delivery is because of the online shopping. You can sit at the comfort of your home and purchase lot of things. There are many sites which provides you these facilities, like you have Flipkart or Amazon or Snapdeal. There are so many sites through which Jabong is there, through which you can do your shopping, and these online shops provides you a variety of things. They provides you variety of things, from your vegetables. You get vegetables there. You can purchase fruits. You can purchase grocery item. You can purchase medicines, or you can purchase shoes, clothes, utensils, electronics item. You can purchase variety of things online nowadays. So only sitting at your home, sitting at the comfort of your home, you can purchase variety of things. Because in this online shopping, the shopkeepers do not have to set up their shops. So the infrastructure, or you can say the cost of infrastructure, reduces, and hence they provide you a lot of discounts are given. Then there are various offers, schemes, attractive deals are provided, concessions are given on various things. And why these concessions are given? Because they do not have to set up their shops, so their cost of infrastructure reduces, and hence they are able to provide you discount. You can have easy access to various products. That means you can see various products on your just fingertip, or on just your one click, and you can compare those products also. You can compare those products to various products. You can review the products. You can see the views of the product. Views of various people who have bought before you is also available on online shopping. So because here also buying and selling take place, so it may be the type of market, and this type of market is called digital market. What is called? It is called digital market, because here you can purchase a lot of things by just a click on your phone or on the internet. So it is a new form which is called as digital market. Then there may be many advantages and disadvantages of this online shopping also. Now let's quickly discuss about the advantages of this. The first advantage is that it is available all days. That is, all days of the week and all the time. You can purchase at day, you can purchase at night, anytime you can purchase the things. Then it offers discounts and various schemes or deals are given to the customer. We have discussed that how they can provide such things at a low cost. Then we have this, we can compare our products. Also, it saves the lot of time. It saves time of travel also, because we do not have to go anywhere, so it saves our time of travel. Then home delivery is provided. Obviously the products are delivered at home delivered products are there. Then, and now the question arises, how do you pay for this? These provide you online payment. Online payment is that you can pay for your things through credit cards or through debit cards. Debit cards nowadays, Paytm is there, various sites are there which provides you the facility of paying. But remember children, every thing does not have advantages only, it has various disadvantages also. The disadvantages is maybe sometimes the information provided is not correct. The information which is provided by the site may not be correct, and sometimes false information is provided. Then the sites may be fraud websites may be there, so you have to be very careful while ordering. And sometimes late delivery, and sometimes the product may not be up to your choice, because you haven't seen that product or you haven't touched that product. So you have to be very careful while ordering online. Now the second type of market everywhere is that you must have seen sales representatives. Now, who are these sales representatives? These sales representatives provides you products at your doorstep. At your doorsteps, they directly come to your home and sell products to you. Like in the hospitals, you have seen sales representatives sitting there and waiting for the doctor to come. So those persons are also engaged in buying and selling of goods. So the sales representatives sometimes come to your doorstep also. They directly come to your home and sell their products. So this is also another type of shopping or market where one does not has to go to the market. Now children, another topic is that whenever you purchase anything, that is, you can purchase it either at the physical market, like if you are purchasing a potato or you are purchasing a shirt, you go to market and purchase number of goods. But there are other markets also which are called as indirect market. Now what are these indirect markets? Indirect markets are those which manufactures or sells the goods which we do not directly buy. Like we buy a car, right? But in the car manufacturing companies buy tires, right? It buy tires, axles, then petrol tank. These are also manufactured, and then we can say gears, engines. It buy all these things from the factories, right? we only purchase a car. So when we go to purchase a car, it is direct marketing. Direct market. We purchase car from market, physical market. We go to a showroom and see a car and purchase it. But the car manufacturing unit buys all those things from the factories. So this is called as indirect market, where the consumers or the customers do not directly go. You do not directly purchase these things. Do not directly purchase. So this is called as indirect market. We only purchase the final product, that is the car, and hence this is direct market. We are purchasing all these things comes under indirect market. This is for all the products which we buy. If you take an example of a shirt also, the same thing, we purchase a shirt, but the manufacturer of the shirt will purchase buttons, cloth, thread from some other producers. So the producers are directly selling it to the producer of the shirt. So in this way, indirect market is there. That's all for the today's class. In the next class, we will continue this chapter, and now you can start your class and watch the PPTs and watch the video provided. Do the assigned work.